Hi, I'm xEarthy, and I'm not going to bother with too much of an intro. I'm going to get straight into the topic at hand, which is one person asked me for tips on how to get a MOAB, and instead of doing it in the comments, I thought, you know what, I'd make a video about it because some people might need the help but not necessarily want to ask. So I thought I'd give some tips that I use that help me get the MOABs, and this isn't gospel. This isn't written in stone. You don't have to do these things to get a MOAB, but these are the things that have helped me get MOABs, so let us begin. The first thing that I'd recommend is to start the game with a calm personality. Don't go into the game like, maybe you've already played a match and you got a bit pissed off about that one guy with the FMG9 akimbos, and you're in an angry mood, but you thought you'd try and get a MOAB anyway. I wouldn't recommend doing that, because if you don't get it, you're just going to get all the more angry, and let's be honest, no one wants to get angry at a video game. Another tip that I've got is the lobby. It's very important that you're in the right lobby. I mean, it's common knowledge, well, not common knowledge, common sense that if you're in a lobby with a bunch of 2 KD players, chances are you're not going to get the MOAB because they know one or two things about Call of Duty. I recommend playing with at least one other friend, just because it makes spawn control and the like that much more easier to do, but I'll get into that a bit later. The next tip I've got is you use the best class for the map given, and I mean this gameplay isn't the best example because I'm using an assault rifle on this map. But I would recommend, for example, on this map using an SMG or a shotgun, just because it's for really close quarters, and use guns like assault rifles for more open maps such as Interchange or Fallen. Another thing I can recommend is the specialist loadout, just because you have to get gun kills only to get the MOAB, so things that can make your player better as opposed to getting helicopters in the air is going to be a lot more useful to you getting that. I recommend, if you don't have a headset, get one, just because when it's paired with SitRep Pro, it's unbelievable. I think I mentioned in another video, it's like the master perk, because you can hear people from like miles away, like not as far as the building I was just shooting at, but you can hear them fairly long distances away. Another thing that you need to do when you're going for a MOAB is to have a fairly decent knowledge of the spawns, and for example in TDM you'll notice I'm running towards this area because in team deathmatches your enemies are going to be more likely on the opposite side of the map to your teammates, and see right there I walk into a person like a dingus and give him the balls in his mouth because he deserved it, and there's going to be a host migration here. Another thing to look out for is the popular areas in this map, like that you just know from your general knowledge. Like as I said with the spawns, you'll know where they are on TDM because it's where your enemies won't be. But for example on Seatown, that building I was just shooting that guy in is a very popular area that you can expect people to be in. And no, but if I were to jump up on that little box previously that I just passed, then you would notice the building way across the way. People tend to go in there. And I should mention now that people have gone AFK, so this MOAB's going to be a little bit easier for me to get. As I said earlier, with the players you're playing against, you're more likely going to get it against people who are more casual gamers. Play smart. That's just a general tip that you can give, because if you've got a shotgun and you're on interchange and there's a guy shooting you from across the way, you don't want to rush him, you want to wait him out or take a flank to get him. Just think about what you can do before you do it every time. And the number one thing for me is that you shouldn't get disheartened if you don't get the MOAB, because I mean it is just a game, and I am guilty to getting a bit annoyed when I don't get it, but at the end of the day there's always next game, and you can try again, and luck is a factor to getting MOABs, because obviously you might be unlucky and be like that guy I just killed and have someone up top behind him shooting at him, but you know, there's not a lot you can do about that sort of thing. And general tips that I can just give is that your sensitivity, I recommend using the highest one that you can handle, just because it means you can turn on people easier, and the button layout, if you use tactical, it makes drop shotting a lot easier, and that's always a big help. But that's all the tips I can think of for today, so as the video wraps up, I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and remember to like if you did. I'll see you later.